Good day. We are from the University of Santo Tomas, and our research paper is entitled Performance Stressors and Coping Strategies of Call of Duty Mobile Players During Tournament and Its Effect on Game Performance, prepared by Castro John Vincent, Dalde Ethan Ray, Dasas Zenadin, Limbo John Adrian, Magsumbol Trisha, Noval Kirsten Cassandra, and Ramos Hazel Sara. The popularity of video gaming and esports is increasing rapidly. Competitive video games or esports have become an important part of today's youth digital culture, both in terms of size and consumption. With its growth, players in esports are competing in a high-pressure environment, and it is very likely that stressors will exist. Knowing stress has the potential to severely affect performance. As mentioned by Wagner, very little effort has been made to research esports, especially in terms of its ability to positively influence research developments in other fields. With this gap, it is hoped that the findings of this study will contribute to the currently limited research framework concerning high-performance environments in competitive esports and will not only inform practitioners on how to best support esports gamers and help them improve their performance, but also their personal growth.
For our theoretical framework, the appraisal theory of emotion is developed by psychologist Richard Lazarus in 1991 from his book Emotion Adaptation. Theorizing of a cognitive theory of emotion will be used in this study. The central concern of appraisal theory is why individuals have such different perception and emotional response to similar situations. In his study, Lazarus specified two main types of assessment methods, which are primary assessment and a secondary assessment. The primary assessment Lazarus described as a judgment on extent of the potential harm or threat to well-being that stressor can cause. Threat awareness then triggers a secondary assessment, which evaluation of the option available to deal with stressors and awareness of how effective such options are. And then there are two distinct methods of coping, which are problem focused and emotion focused. Problem focused therapy aims to solve the problem or take action to change the source of stress. Emotion focused coping, on the other hand, seeks to relieve or control the emotional pain caused by the crisis. Each coping strategy works in different settings, and there is no universal accepted stress management for adults. Furthermore, most situations involve both coping strategies. This theory is appropriate for this study because it addresses the stressors and many situations that esports players encounter and analyze their emotional response as well as their decision-making and coping mechanism.
Research design and description of respondents. The researchers utilize a descriptive correlational design. The objective is to identify if there is positive or negative or no correlation between performance stressors and coping strategies of male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players towards their game performance. Description of respondents. Male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players. As we can see in the age respondent chart, 19 to 22 years old has the most respondents with a total of 47 respondents, which total 50% of the chart. And the list is 27 to 30 years old with 4 respondents and a total of 4%. For the location of the respondents, Manila has the most respondents with 34 and Caloocan has the least with 1 respondent.
Presentation and analysis of results. For research question number 1, what are the performance stressors that affect the gameplay of the players during tournaments? The table shows that the performance stressor with the highest mean score is the self-regulation with a score of 3.38 and a standard deviation of 1.30.
For research question number 2, what are the coping strategies to optimize the game performance of male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players during tournament participation? Table 3 displays the mean and standard deviation of coping strategies used by male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players during tournament participation. According to the result, setting on goal or victory received the highest overall average mean score of 4.27.
The research question number 3 verifies if there is a significant relationship between age and performance stressors of male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players during tournament participation. As we can see in Table 4, the variable or performance stressor that has the most significant relationship with the age of the esports players is disturbed breaks.
For research question number 4, is there a relationship between age and coping strategy of male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players during tournament participation? Table 5 shows the result of analyzing the relationship between age and coping strategy. In the table shown below, there is no significant relationship between age and coping strategy.
For research question number 5, is there a significant relationship between performance stressors and game performance of male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players during tournament participation? In Table 6, only social stress has the significant relationship between performance stressors and game performance of male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players during tournament participation.
For research question number 6, is there a significant relationship between coping strategies and game performance of male Filipino Call of Duty mobile players during tournament participation? As you can see in table number 7, there is no significant relationship between coping strategies and game performance.
For our recommendations, first, the researchers recommend that female participants may also be included in the research. This would help have a larger variety and group of participants. In addition to the first recommendation, the second one is that the researchers also would highly benefit from a larger group of participants, as it would give more data to be analyzed, even with the limited time given to complete the research.
For number 3, future researchers may expand their focus beyond those in Metro Manila as the sample population is limited. For number 4, to add to the contributions of esports, more research must be done on the following topics. A. The audience role as a performance stressor for esports players. B. How players' physical health affects their coping mechanisms and game performance. C. How stress can affect players who are competing in major tournaments. And lastly, how the players' training environment affects their gameplay.
Thank you so much for listening, and we wish you all a very good day.